Circus Farm, primarily we focus on re-engagement with students that have fallen out of mainstream education, who are struggling in the education system, be it with self-esteem or confidence or motivation, and through working with animals, or be it mechanics or working in the forest, we attempt to re-engage them and build their confidence so that they can have a positive experience and develop some vocational skills at the same time. So we work on self-esteem and confidence in the hope that they might be able to go back into mainstream, or that they can develop socially down on the farm to a point where they can have positive days, positive experiences.
This is a food room where all like the small animals are. We've got everything in here. One of our rabbits is pregnant, come on. We don't know how far gone she is yet, but yeah, she's pregnant. Her dad's over there. Yeah, she's going to have about 4 to 6 babies. Do you want to see her nest? And then she pulls out all of her fur, put it in her nest. This is where all the horses are kept. They're not allowed outside when it's cold for very long because obviously they're used to a hot climate. He's been eating raspberries.
It's a turkey egg. Just tastes like a big chicken egg, and they're quite hard to break because they're big and the shell's quite hard. Turkey egg and the turkey. What's this turkey called, Dash?
Well, we was going to call her Hercules II.
What about Snow White?
Could do, because she's a girl.
It's a quail.
That's another quail.
We got 3 of them. We did have 4, but one passed away about a month ago.
Seen all the geese and ducks? They're very noisy, aren't they?
Why?
They're really noisy.
Yeah.
On the farm we predominantly work with 14 to 16-year-old students in their GCSE years. However, we do work with as young as 11, so 11 plus we take students on. The 16-year-olds often take the younger students under their wing, help them out, explain things, and the younger students look up to the older students and also look to them for behavioural patterns, to see how things should be done on the farm, the correct way to do things, how to be safe on the farm, how to talk to adults, and it works in a sort of community sense, having that range of students all working together.
Been here for a year. Well, when I first come here, we built stairs for a door because the step for the door was really high. Then we've used jigsaws, we've cut down trees, we've built the fire pit like they said, planted the trees, helped with the polytunnel, planting vegetables, we went net fishing, then I've helped with the horses. I first come here thinking not too sure it was going to be that, and then I just carried on coming in because I knew loads of people here, and it was I liked to come and see mates and that. I didn't live at home for a long period of time. I was in care, and then obviously I didn't really have education and that, and then I come here, I thought why not? It's education, it's with mates. I started coming here and that, and then I've just been here ever since really. It's funny because it's just a laugh, come up into the woods, build things, do things that I haven't done before. Well, there's a lot more to learn, but I've done a lot of stuff that I haven't done before here. I used to have really bad handwriting compared to when I first come here, and that's improved a lot. It helps me with my spelling and that because I didn't really have school and I didn't really pay attention. Obviously I had dyslexia and didn't really do nothing at first. I couldn't really spell or read, and the time I've been here I've learned how to spell a lot more, read a lot more, and now I can pretty much do anything on my own and that.
More outdoor, more like freedom, innit? Like instead of being locked in a room, you can work out, doing stuff. You learn how to like make fires and stuff, like for outdoor stuff. Helps out, like cut some trees and that, like, and they're falling down. Use 2-man saw, cut logs and that for fires and stuff. Loads of stuff, man. Still get like the English maths and all that. Tracy does that. She's good at teaching it as well. Well, here you have to work as a team. You have to work as a team. You can't really do if you're doing a 2-man saw, you need 2 people. So you've got to have teamwork. Like you meet mates instantly here.
I'm doing my self-assessment. I had to talk to other people. basically interesting with our people from the farm, and obviously how to look after the animals on the farm.
And at the end of it, he gets a qualification in skilled life. You can use that for helping to college, and it also proves to employers that you can learn. It has various things in there about team building and interpersonal skills, but they also come here and they do functional skills, maths and English with me as well.
You can do it in groups or individuals.
It depends.
It depends whatever you feel comfortable.
Yeah, that's right. I'd rather the students feel comfortable. I don't mind if they want to come in pairs or on their own or in a small group. Once they've done 6 units within their folder, they then go on to the unit where they want to specialise, whether it be mechanics or equine or small animals. And then that also shows the prospective employer or the college that they've had experience within that area.
So all the activities that happen on the farm, although they're geared towards the re-engagement side and the social development, every activity has specific parts of functional skills within it, albeit maths, English or science. The qualifications in functional skills that we offer allow the students to develop and continue further in education, should they so desire. If they go back into schools, it will allow them to adjust better when they go back in, and they will also be able to apply these skills in later life, be it in work or in their community. We provide a variety of accredited qualifications. These can be in animal care, horse care, mechanics, and these are tailored to suit the needs of the individual student.
Socket sets, more spanners and ratchets, mole grips, you've got Allen keys. This is a farm workshop where Jim does all of repairs on streamers and everything. We cut these for the turkey pen in their feed room.
To start the truck, the throttle's broke, so you have to go to the engine, and where the carburetor is, you have to rev it down to get the sound started.
Go on, Kate. Go on, Kate.
Well, what we're doing, we're starting the vehicle with this carburetor. We put a brand new carburetor.
We've had it ticking over a couple of times, but like we're going to do it up and then we're going to sell it again and get another one. Have you got radiator water in here?
This is another thing, there's no top hose because it rotted and broke because this thing's been sitting so long. So I can't run it for too long because the engine will get what?
Hot.
And what will it do without any water in it?
Burn out.
It can burn out or it will seize. This belt,
Campbell.
this pulley here, right, for the alternator, all of that's going to be rotating and spinning while we're doing it. So I want everyone's hands.
That's a fan belt, isn't it?
It is. I want everyone's hands off and away from the vehicle. Right, because there's no idle speed and the carburetor's not been set up, as soon as I let go of this,
There's a very simple referral form that we use, which makes it very simple for the students to start as quickly as possible. It means we can get them onto the farm as quickly as possible and try and get them engaged in whatever activities they might be interested in. They don't necessarily have to have a tour. If we know that they're interested, they can come down, they can try it for a week, and then it can go from there. Also, we're not set terms, which means that a student doesn't have to start at the beginning of the year and finish at the end of the year. They can start in the middle of October, they can start in March. It's whatever works and suits the needs of the individual student, then that works with us in the same way that they can come for 1 day a week or they can come for 3 or 4 days a week, depending on the needs of the individual student, and that's what we work with. And then in the same way, they get to pick activities. So if a student's not interested in the animal side of what we do on the farm, then we're not going to make them do that because that's not what they're here to do. So if they're more interested in mechanics, then we will try and gear the activities that they're being involved in whatever group they might be, towards their individual wants and desire, what they want to achieve down on the farm, the skills that they want to learn. A lot of our students go on to vocational training, which means that they can pick up basic skills in things like mechanics and carpentry here.
I came here for a taster day in September with Ryan and Jake, some of my mates from school, and then they thought, because we didn't get into any other colleges because like our attendance, and they said this is an alternative education, and they said they think we'll do well here because it's not like any other college, so if you get bored of construction or motor mechanics or something like that, then you can just switch in here. So like this is like construction now. So if I was bored, then I could go animal care or some sort of motor mechanics with Jim. I
think it's quite unique from any other different college. Because you could do what you want, they're quite free with you here, you can get breaks. Yeah, like I said, like usually when we're doing our write-ups, I just will say, how do you spell this? If they don't tell you off, they don't down you for it, I just say, you spell it like this. And then sometimes I'll get you to sound it out by yourself if you think it's easy enough. And some people just surprise themselves. Sometimes I surprise myself by sounding it out and I get it right. Yeah, but the main thing is that we get something out of this. When I leave here, I've already got some background experience. This was a great opportunity for me. I was going to turn it down at first because I didn't really like the sound of it, but I think I misjudged it in a way, and I'm really quite grateful for it now. So yeah, teamwork. That's a key word in circles, because you've got to be a team to do this, you've got to be a team to do one thing together, and that's why they send us off in groups to do different things, because they need to get stuff done. And if they put you in groups they think you're going to work well with, if they don't, they have a talk with you, you say what you don't like about it, then you can change, and then it's not like you get told off for change, and they want you to be honest with them so they can do something about it. And that's what I really sort of think they've done well here. They've really done well by doing it. But I think when I come back, I just had the great feeling about college. Like everyone else is doing one thing, when we get the opportunity and the wide range to do whatever we want, pretty much, as long as it's in their range of rules and standards. Some colleges might still treat you like teenagers, where over here they treat you like adults, and they'll tell you how it is.
Every day on the farm is different. Some of the students struggle with the outdoor side of things. It might be too cold, or they're not so interested in the animals. So we offer art.
Well, I've kind of drawn like a normal picture and then gave it some twists. Say the clouds, I turned them into little lions. Gave them plain fists, and the mountains are now fab lollies. And apparently there's a dragon.
I think it's a good release for them, especially if they've got stuff going on. They can use it to kind of get out any frustrations and anxieties by being creative, just kind of getting the paint and smashing it around a bit, getting the clay, beating it up a bit. I think it's good for them. It's all so different constantly, nothing's ever the same. No child is the same. You've got to be so different with each and every one of them. And it's not them just being, oh, this is what you've got to do, sitting in a classroom. It's so you can get out there, do stuff, be physical with creating the stuff. Like these benches, for instance, they made these. So the stuff in the art room, they made it, therefore they're more willing to come in here and do stuff because it's part of what they've put together.
Learn to do canvas, self-portraits and portraits and painting and that stuff. I use charcoal, colour pencils, sharp these, and then charcoal, clay. Clay's good, man. Well good.
On top of this, we regularly do cooking, and this can be cooking in a kitchen environment where it's learning how to cook a basic pasta, or it could be going up into the woods, learning how to light and prep a fire, and then cooking a stew with vegetables that we've grown in the allotment in the previous summer or during that summer.
The beat till it makes you drop.
What we're doing here, I'm using a two-man saw to chop up this tree we chopped down, I think it was 2 weeks ago now. And we're going to move it all, chop it up. We take the logs over there, chop them up, and use them as firewood for cooking in the woods and that, making tea and having fires. It's like, if you both put the effort in, then it's alright. But if you don't both put the effort in, it's harder. It goes through it eventually.
Planted a tree over there, and then I learned how to change the oil in a car, change the carburetor, I think it was, and the petrol filter and the air filter. I learned how to make a fire. Oh yeah, we made a stew. We've got tinned tomatoes, we've got chorizo, chopped that out with tomatoes and onions. Yeah. And we cooked it right here.
I came the circles twice of day, Monday and Tuesday, and Wednesday, Thursday and Friday I'm at school for 3 days, and I work hard, work well for the others at the farm, help them out, and that's what I do.
Yeah, the great thing is the space that we have here. It's often in school, a lot of the students find it frustrating and they find it very difficult to be in a classroom environment because it's so intense. And I think the large expanses of space and the fact that it's so different has a real a calming effect. If you're up working in the woods and you've got a fire going, it's the middle of winter and there's a frost, and it's perfectly still. There's no aggravation, there's no outside influences. The kids can be themselves. Also, a lot of the projects are student-led. I often, at the beginning of terms, I'll take the kids up to the top and we have a fire, and I say, you know, what do you want to try and do this term? You know, we can do anything with regards to woodwork. Or, I had a student the other day suggest that where there's a crossing that we go up into the woods across a stream, and he said, well, we should build a bridge because we should just walk across a plank and build a bridge. So I'm all in the supplies, and we'll build it over the next few weeks. So they'll do maths because they're doing measuring, they'll learn woodwork, they'll learn how to work safely, and then at the end of it they'll have a solid product that they can say when younger students turn up that they may know from other schools, or you know, they can say, yeah, I built that and that's mine, that's what I did for Circles Farm.
Yeah, it's got to go back in the workshop, and I thought I'd give it a little clean before it gets put back in there.
Like you do like maths, English and bits and bobs of us, so you can get a bit of education up. Every time I come here I do lots of teamwork and working with people that have got special needs. Just like it, and construction, so I can get my anger out on it. I'd recommend everyone that's got like anger issues and that to come here because it's really good and it helps you out a lot. It's helped me out a lot as well. Just like I'm more calmed down than what I used to be before I come in. Just because the people work with you and like help you.